This episode...
I'm going to walk off.
It's got you related to the title, Hothead. You're being a little hot right now, man.
What?
All right. So, we are back once again, another week at this phenomenal show, review, whatever you want to call it. But it is I, once again, Joseph, half of the two nerds, along with Taylor here.
I'm just angry today. I have to sit here and watch this crap. You're making me sit here and watch this episode again.
Dude, I'm in the same boat with you, man.
You seem to like it much more than me. Oh my god.
It's all entertainment. It's all entertainment.
Oh, you know what? I am a hothead today. This episode.
Yeah, this week, we are back again. Somebody Save Me, the official, but mostly unofficial Smallville podcast. We call it Somebody Save Me because really, somebody save us. Somebody save us from this.
I'm walking out.
From this journey.
I'm walking out.
No, but really, this week we are on episode 3 of season 1, Hothead. And as you could tell, it's not the greatest episode.
Oh my god. Okay, it's probably, I'm overreacting a little bit because it definitely could be worse. And the only thing I'm truly disappointed with, and we talked about it a little bit beforehand at the pre-show, is the fact of this is supposed to be the Halloween episode. This came out October 30th. So this is the scary episode? This is the spooky episode? Kiss my ass!
All right, yep. Wow, really aggressive there, dude.
Yeah, that's what this coach did to me.
You're getting me riled up now, dude. I got a lot of energy for this episode now. All right, so we'll be getting into this episode here shortly, but just want to know, we have it already paused, and it's already reminiscent of, what was it? Never Back Down? That opening scene?
Okay, so this opening scene. Hold on, are we going to do the intro song?
Duh.
Alright, so now to start the episode here, we have the Never Back Down scene. I'm almost positive that Never Back Down copied this exact scene.
Yeah.
The slow-mo of the rain coming off of the helmets is exact.
It's all...
And then you have the people standing on... It's flooding, by the way. I don't know whatever football game you've been to where it's flooding.
You already got me because I was thinking that same shit whenever I watched it. I was like, bro... That is you're stepping into a puddle. Like, it's not even grass anymore at that point. Like, there's no way this game would still go on. It would be canceled so quick.
And look at all the fans cheering. Everybody is wearing the biggest raincoat I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, tell me that, didn't you feel as, like, a great fan having Whitney just get the crap knocked out of him right there?
Yeah, gets fucking yelled at by Coach.
Okay, when he pulls his face mask right here, and he says, "Look at my chest." You know what that's called? That's called fired.
That's called good coaching.
I don't know.
He's breeding him, dude. He's an all-star.
Okay. Does that now make the athlete a better person whenever you grab his face mask and you said, "What does it say on me?" I don't know what that has to do with it.
Read the name tag, bud.
What did that have to do with Whitney not doing the play?
I don't know. Maybe he just... Bro, he's clearly hot-headed, okay?
Oh, and by the way, you know what I love about his response to Whitney is? All right, Whitney, run the same play. That's what he said. He says, run the same exact play. They'll never expect it. Is this coach the dumbest human being alive? You did that?
But it looks like it worked out. They didn't expect it, dude.
What do you mean they didn't expect it?
And again, these are high school teams, bro.
Oh, my God.
You could probably run some dumb
Whitney
shit.
Whitney dodged the guy this time around.
Look at that. You can only see water in a section of that field.
How great would it have been if the defender turned around and said, "Man, that shit would have killed you." And he just made some type of Never Back Down reference.
Dude, please rewind it just a bit.
Hold on. We gotta rewind?
No, just right there in the cheerleaders. Tell me why they look dry.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we're gonna wind it a bit. When they show these cheerleaders here after the touchdown, they're celebrating. Why do they look dry?
Okay, well now this is a big question. Everyone needs to pause on the cheerleaders now. Okay. This is...
yeah.
Okay.
Why they look dry, bro?
That was amazing.
I think I saw maybe a strand of hair that was
They're wearing
wet.
the perfect white sweaters.
Yeah, that has to be it. It has to be the white sweaters because, yeah, they look like they weren't even outside.
That's pretty amazing. That's a good call. That was
like,
the best green screen that Smallville has pulled.
What if they had green screen just for this scene only?
This is where our entire budget for this went. Oh God! And now we're having the coach preach now to his players. This is not about you. This is about me. Because even when you convince your star quarterback to just talk about the coach, that's how you know that you're setting the right example. Whitney could care less about the state championship. Everybody could. They just want to make the coach happy. Hey, and Joseph, I have a question. How big is this school's budget to give the coach a sauna?
You're thinking what I'm thinking.
I'm going to pause this.
Yeah, we're pausing on the wall,
because you have to look
sweat box.
You have to look at what it says. In recognition of 20 years of dedicated service. What is his dedicated service?
Coaching.
Being a football coach at a high school.
Also, before we get into this right here, did you not see that poster of him that just shows him angry? Who has a poster like that? Why is that framed?
Isn't that motivation?
Is it pointing at him every day? Does he look in and point back?
He's like, that's what I'm talking about.
It's like, fuck yeah! I'm going to win today. Me.
200th win.
Yeah, 200th win.
That's what this is all about, right?
God.
All right, so now...
So, yeah, the private sweat box, dude.
Okay, so I've also thought of a new list here, even though we're playing the episode. My new list is going to be what can kryptonite be used as a weapon
Dude,
for.
yes.
So, sauna is definitely on here. We have bugs for episode 2.
Okay, so, yeah, we got... All right, kryptonite list. I'm making it right now.
Yeah, you have to. Episode 1 doesn't count because that's just meteor. That's just meteors. Is that... Did I say meteor? Did I say
meteor?
I don't even know if I said that right. All right, so that is easily not going to count. Second one is bugs. Third one is a sauna. Who is getting this man's rocks for a sauna? Where are you? Aren't you supposed to be special ordering this, or is he just picking up rocks from the ground? Did he go to the well house where they were welding? Where did he go? Where is he getting those rocks for the sauna?
Bro, I don't know. Maybe someone just doesn't know. They look completely black, to be honest.
Yeah, except whenever you
Like
pour
cold.
water on them, because then they start glowing green.
Yeah, that's the thing here. Like, are they not questioning, like, oh, green steam? Like, are you not going to freak out a bit?
Well, I wish they would have done a little bit more on how long he's been using those rocks in the sauna, because now I'm more curious on how long does it take to get into the sweat box where then you're going to get kryptonite.
Yeah.
Like, that's what how hard does it take to get influenced? Also, just to pause it here real quick, because the beginning is about the principal now coming into the coach's office. If you were a coach, you coached for 20 years, and some asshole principal comes into your office and says, I've been here for 6 months. I think you're a bad person, and I think you're a murderer. He may be right,
Yeah.
but who the hell do you think you are? I have a sauna.
Dude, oh my God. This is the craziest coach I've ever seen. Like, hands down. How are you going to talk to your boss and be like, how long you been here, man? 6 months? I've been here 25 years.
Dude,
You don't know what you're talking about.
Joseph,
Principal.
he has a sauna. He is allowed to say what he's coming out to him and talking to him in a robe.
You think they're paying the coach more than the principal?
They have to be.
Also, on that robe, do you see how it's stitched coach?
Yeah, exactly. It's a special robe. It's a special sauna. And also, he even caught fire just now. This is where his powers are revealed here. Because he's the pyro guy. By the way, there is no first appearance of this character. Yeah. There's only mention of him in the Smallville comics, but...
He has no ties to any villain. Nothing at all, dude. He has no ties to any villains at all.
I'm just so disappointed in the fact of... This is once again what we were talking about at the very beginning that I was kind of against. This is Freak of the Week. Mm-hmm. This is such a waste of a character where you need to be able to pull somebody out of the Superman comics to be able to just put him in this. You could have just done some, like, Heat Wave. You could have just, even if it's a Flash character, who cares? Just put him in the show just to have something. This is so lazy to me. Hey, who should we have next? I don't know. Do you have a villain? No. Do you? Hey, what if the
Let's make a hot-headed coach.
Well, wait. Should he have a sauna?
Can he turn water on fire?
Let's make the sauna kryptonite rock. Oh.
Yeah, he has his own private sweat box. The school ended up paying him more than any worker there.
And now we're going into where his face of shock of his poster of that you were saying was his favorite is now burning down. And he looked disappointed. Bro. He looked scared whenever his favorite poster was burning.
But tell me, though, he was pretty fired up.
Were you waiting all night to do that?
Oh, yeah.
Is that...
I've been waiting exactly.
How long did that take?
Maybe 10 minutes now.
10 minutes. You waited 10 minutes for you to be able to make that joke to me.
You love it.
Joseph, I'm not. Oh, and also, 7, that was also the beginning that we did not touch on. The whole premise of this episode is that 7 athletes, let's keep that in mind on that number. Once you keep in mind that number.
7 athletes.
7 athletes on the team were caught failing or cheating. They actually say failing at the beginning, but then it's later on that they're cheating.
That's
Either
right.
way, they did not pass, so now the principal came in to where he had to tell them, guess what? You're sitting those kids out.
It was like that Coach Carter situation, man.
Yeah, except Coach Carter would have sat him out, or he would have made them. How many suicides did he make that one kid do?
However many times he kept running his mouth. Like hundreds, bro.
It's 1,000 though.
Oh yeah, he was going to thousands.
Yeah,
for sure.
he had to go to 1,000.
You want to make it 1,000?
And then that's when the other players then jumped in to then take those reps for him. That was such a sweet moment.
Ah, what a great movie.
What a great movie. You know what? Let's watch that instead of this crap.
That's a better basketball cinema right there.
I will say, guys, I say crap when it comes to Smallville, not because I think the show, but this episode this is my Halloween. If I spent my Halloween looking forward to Smallville, looking forward to this episode, and this is what you gave me. You gave
It's
me
like a slap in the face, isn't it?
Thank God this is a commercial break right now, because I'm still trying to take a breather over what is transpiring.
Yeah, so he's very angry. They're cheating, right? And it's like, is 7 of them.
There's 7 of them that
So-
are big cheaters.
How dumb are they? Because if you're cheating and you got 7 people and it's caught raising suspicion, why did it raise suspicion? Do they even ever say that?
Joseph, it's going to raise suspicion because whenever you meet Trevor here later on, Trevor may be the dumbest human being alive. So your question of, are the players that dumb? My answer to you is yes.
Dude, I got some fun facts about the actor for Trevor.
You know what? I'm excited for them. I have nothing on that guy because I'm not looking up Trevor. Whenever I go, okay, well, he does need help on tasks. Somebody does need to provide this kid the
How
answers.
obvious did they make it when cheating? Like, oh, let me copy the answer key 100%, and everyone will do the exact same thing. Bro, you gotta mix and match there,
Doesn't
bro.
everybody realize that if you have the answer key to 100% of the test, you miss 2?
Yeah.
You miss at least. You don't get the 100. That's the rule. You don't get the 100. Also,
right.
okay, we're back. We're back on the show. We have to talk about the opening song here.
Of course.
Just touch on real quick.
Gorillas.
I can't believe this.
Clint Eastwood, bro.
I can't believe a gorilla song is opening to this episode of Smallville. I have a great song opening to this? Oh my god!
Kind of makes up for what was happening, dude.
It does.
It
Whenever
really
I
does.
actually heard the beginning.
I was like, after the intro, I was like, oh, 01.
This
It had the jams, bro.
Okay, so now we're watching here with Clark, Chloe, Pete, and they're walking up the stairs here from the track. They just got to school, I'm assuming, and Chloe has her cappuccino. We have to talk about it, Joseph. I'm going to pause real quick here once we get to it. Here it is. What is she wearing? What is this outfit?
What do we got? Let me see.
This is a green type of pullover. It's boots. I don't know what she's wearing, but this looks like Harriet the Spy.
This kind of looks like what celebrities be wearing, bro.
This is Harriet the Spy. This is exactly what she wore in her Nickelodeon movie with Rosie O'Donnell.
It is pretty bad.
It's pretty brutal to have.
But that's not the worst. That's not the worst I've seen, man. We've seen some bad stuff.
You know what? We're gonna get to the bad stuff.
Oh yeah, we're gonna give it. And then, by the way, Pete was saying, I don't know. The coach seems, I don't know. How old do you think he is, just off top?
So the coach being 25 years, he would have to be. I'm gonna say because he was respected, he came in probably 30. He has to be 55, 60.
Okay. Dude, I don't know. I feel like.
He has to be 55, 60 here.
All right.
This
okay.
is the only thing
Maybe
that
this
makes
looks
sense.
younger than what he is, because Pete was saying taught like 3 generations of his family, bro.
Well, that's
Or
true too,
2
because he
generations,
said.
maybe.
Well, no, he said grandpa, dad, and him, so it was 3, and he is the 3rd. So here's the thing now when it comes to this opening scene, Chloe is so proud that she wrote the article. That she
fucking Chloe, man.
wrote the article about crapping on the team because they were all cheaters.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I'm sorry, I'm pausing it too. I dissected this episode because I have so many things wrong with it.
Yeah. Keep going, bro.
Lana is now mad at Whitney. Why? Why is she mad at Whitney, Joseph? Can you explain this to me?
I love it. she is mad because he's not mad about the cheaters of the football team.
Talk about picking your fights. This is the fight that you want to choose today? See, this is what I say.
And I get it. It's like, why is it really that bad? Yes, obviously don't cheat, whatever, but do it. If you're going to do it, do it in a smart way. Like, come on, man.
What the hell? You can't get mad at the guy for something like this. That makes no...
But it's more so on the fact she's like, oh, yeah, I can't believe, like, you're not mad and, like, still friends with those people. Like, why are you even playing on that team? Like, what?
Joseph, if you cheated on a test, I'm supposed to not be friends with you.
That's right. Because according to Lana.
Here's the thing. I could, as a friend, be like, dude, that was stupid. Like, you're an asshole, whatever. Like, don't do that again. But I'm supposed to cut you out of my life, according to Lana.
Bro, and to think, this is like before 8 a.m. in the morning.
Talk about some snooty ass, I'm better than you.
We woke up angry today.
That's what it is.
She got ready an hour ago. She got up an hour and a half ago.
That's why her and Whitney are not allowed in this episode together, because Whitney's like, I'm staying away from her. He's like, I'm not dealing with this now.
Look at that face you got it paused on, dude. He's mad. He's irritated.
So look at this. Chloe even is now making her comments.
She makes a comment right in her ear.
Where Lana can hear a pom-pom meltdown right when Lana's walking by.
Like right next to her. Like right close to us. Like how we're sitting right now.
This scene bothers me so much because now Chloe is filming the team.
Yeah.
And she wrote the article.
Camera.
And look at this. She wrote the article about how they were cheaters to where now they are suspended to where they can't play in the state championship. She was happy and laughing about it. The football player then throws the ball at her and she's like, oh my God, he just tried to assault me. Like she's the victim. Oh my God, what is this episode?
Dude. No, okay, so, I don't know. Feeling like, would that really catch the coach's eye right there? Being so impressed by Clark's skill? He just caught a ball and threw it back.
And by the way,
he caught a ball and threw it back, Taylor.
Yeah. And that's all it did, because the guy may have not even been expecting. I don't know, because the coach wasn't even paying attention to his arm.
Yeah. What?
He wasn't even paying attention to his arm.
He just noticed the reaction like, oh, like maybe your player sucks, and he just threw it normally.
Maybe your player is a jackass, and that's why I cheated on the test, coach.
Jackass physically and mentally, I guess.
That's exactly how it works. And now you have the coach trying to go up to Clark and explain, hey, guess what? You should be playing football.
Bro, and look at his face. Yeah, he's low-key so angry. Like, okay, if you're Clark and you saw that, like how we're seeing it right now, you wouldn't question how angry he looks?
Look at the coach's face when Clark turns, and then he smiles at the coach. He smiles at him like he's playing around in a game. What is this?
And Pete's like just low-key disappointed.
Well, it's because...
Also, coach just throws shade on Pete.
No, he just insulted him. Yeah. Like big time. I can't believe he's like, they got Pete's not good. Look at him, but he has a lot of heart.
Yeah, he has a lot of heart, but no natural skill.
Coach, you just said he's shitty to his face.
Dude.
Oh, and here we go. Now
what is this social circle? This would not happen in high school, bro. You telling me like all these people just talking in the middle of the hall?
Hold on, I'm gonna pause it here. What are you talking about? You're talking about the social of the Whitney, Alana, and the coach and the Clark and the Pete?
Yeah,
Clark's a social circle. Everybody would be a part of that.
Why is Coach in the middle of the hallway just talking to these people?
Here's the thing. Why does Whitney keep coming up to Clark? Whitney is so threatened by Clark, yet he keeps wanting to walk up to him. It's like, what are we doing? Is it just because Clark is talking to somebody you have to then try to steal the attention?
Can't believe we're just so still comfortable for the fact that Whitney tied up Clark to die in a field.
Yeah, but if we're talking about the coach now, that's exactly why it's allowed. We've been talking about how is this school not under investigation for their hazing? Well, obviously it's because the coach, he understands that it's just a part of boys will be boys.
Shame. Okay, so what just happened here? We have Clark wanting to impress Lana, but also do what he wants, and that's play football. And of course, the coach is just throwing so much shade in every direction possible. And it's like, hey, your dad played, I coached him. I bet you could do even better.
You know what I hate about that scene also, though, is the way Lana's reaction is to it, of Clark playing. Like, she's looking at Clark saying, you're not going to play, right? As if she has some type of control over him, as he's supposed to be knowing what her look means. He's not with you. What are we doing? He doesn't like you. You guys are not together.
Dude, okay, yeah, you can't say they don't like each other.
I stopped it, but he doesn't know. Like,
yeah, I didn't like her reaction either.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Too many trying to control. Too many men right now. Who the hell does she think she is? And look, now they're fighting again.
I think she's just really mad today, man. She woke up angry, bro.
BMS?
Who knows, bro? It was 01, man. We can talk about that stuff.
Are you sure?
No. Not sure, but
we're not
cut
that out.
Yeah, we need to cut that out.
Alright, so now she is just yelling at Whitney here. She's just getting right into it, saying, hey, I support you. I don't support your friends. So that means you don't support your friends either. That's what she just said.
But think about it though. In real life, like that happens a lot. That's pretty realistic, to be honest.
That's
like,
if
they don't like your friends, you're probably gonna slowly like stop hanging out with them.
Here's the issue with what you're saying though. Because I get it if the friends are like assholes and all that. They cheated on the test. They cheated on the test, Joseph.
Yeah, there's no argument there. It's like...
That's all this is.
Like, Lana's never cheated on a test.
Alright, so now we're opening to the Kent farm here. And look at this. This is the first scene of the asshole of the episode.
He's just calling it like it is, bro.
He's calling it like it is?
Yeah.
This man, let's not forget, drools over Whitney. This man just talks about Whitney, how he's going to be winning everything and going to college. Just like Jonathan was a great athlete at his day.
Yeah.
Clark now coming up to him. Hey, Dad, I'm going to be playing football. So I want to be playing on a team. Coach invited me. Oh, no, Clark. Hell no.
You could hurt someone.
So here's the thing. The way Jonathan acts about it is so smug. Like, you're just going to do what I say. And that's that.
He is the dad, bro.
I don't care.
He's freshman, bro. Look at him. He may look 25, but he's a freshman, okay?
Look at this. I'm sick of being punished for my gifts. That's not his fault. Look at this. I'm just happy when you wake up in the morning. But yet you drool over Whitney in front of me. So it makes me feel like that maybe what I do is not good enough for you, Dad. You know what? Maybe if Jonathan showed appreciation towards Clark, Clark would be more inclined to listen to him.
You have a big problem with Jonathan, dude.
Some
of that was a little sweet that he said.
Look at this. I'm not signing the permission slip. Like, who the fuck cares, Jonathan? I'm not going to listen to you. Coach already said I could join the team. He already told me to be a man. I'm going to be a man.
I mean, he does say, I'm going to do what I want. He does say, I'm just going to do what I want. So, yeah, he's basically just telling him, don't do it, Clark. You're going to hurt someone. You're clearly dumb. You're just a kid. You might literally break or kill someone.
And you were telling me in the pre-show that this is one of Jonathan's best of showing fatherly moments and love?
Yeah, bro.
This is one of the worst episodes I've ever seen with Jonathan.
Dude, let me tell you. He just knows what his son's capable of, alright? So he's just gotta... I mean, he's gonna do it eventually and show out.
Thank God we're on the commercial break right now so I can take another breather because I'm just so tired. This episode makes me so angry. I'm having to just take breaths right now because I'm just having...
Maybe it's called Hothead because everyone's just fucking angry in this episode.
Maybe it's called Hothead because it pisses off the audience.
Yeah, maybe that, dude.
Maybe that's what it is.
Their hot-headedness is getting us hot-headed, bro. And it's like you have the coach angry, you got Lana angry,
you have Jonathan
Whitney's
angry.
In turn angry because of Lana, Clark is angry because he can't play, but he's gonna play, and then you have John angry because it's John. What is he not angry that Clark does?
I just, when it comes to Jonathan, he could have just, again, I get what he's trying to say and what he's trying to do of just saying, Clark, you could kill someone. But he doesn't say that.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm really concerned about others. Okay, well, that's a wrong thing to say. That's like implying you don't care about Clark.
Nothing's gonna happen to him out there. What do you mean?
I'm saying he doesn't care about Clark whatsoever. He just keeps saying, I care about what's happening to other people.
I mean, that's true. But still, it's like, because they're more fragile, bro. Clark is the man who could break someone with his finger.
All I know is that Clark deserves some type of chance to be able to control his powers. And the fact that Jonathan talks about it all the time, and it's like, oh, look what you could do, Clark. Let him be able to control what he can do.
But it shows he's scared too, man. John's scared too, bro.
I'm not signing the permission slip.
Oh, we have Lex. We have Lex.
And now we have the three wise men with him.
We're back with Lex. So Lex... So what does he have? His father's lackeys coming in here and telling him to...
Well, hold on. The plan did not suffice over this time.
Not a good performance.
20% down to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have the three wise men coming in to where they're going to tell Lex, guess what you're going to do? You're going to fire people.
You're going to fire exactly 20%.
20% of your workforce is going down the drain. You know what Lex says? I'm going to be shooting some pool. And I will give you this credit. I'm loving the purple.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's heavy. It's heavy like the first couple seasons, man.
And now, I didn't look this up before, and now I want to. Is that little symbol on his tail supposed to mean something?
I think it does eventually.
That
I recognize it.
Yeah, I was going to say, because it's even a purple symbol. It's like it's a family symbol or something. Maybe I'm wrong. Someone's going to, in the comment section, just say, no, it's like the Holiday Inn, you dumbass.
No fucking idiot. Dumbass idiot. Okay, yeah, so I just love Lex here. Every scene, bro.
Well, I only don't like Lex in one scene, which we'll get to here, of course. But this is just Lex now trying to show everybody that he's boss. The meeting has been adjourned. Walk out of here. I'm not going to listen to my father. By the way, this may be the best Lex moment I've ever seen in the show so far. Tell your sister I said hi.
Dude.
Whoa.
Yeah, this guy, bro, like, keep in mind, this man is 21, and he's just shitting on someone like that?
The guy is 30. Actually, the guy's 40.
Yeah, he looks like he's 40.
And Lex just said, hey, tell your sister I said hi. I'd probably shoot that guy.
After I just told you, go tell my dad to fuck off.
I would shoot that guy. If I'm that guy, I'd shoot Lex.
Oh, and how, dude.
That just shows he doesn't have any balls.
Get fucking owned right there, bro. What did he do? All he did was look at him and turn around and leave.
This is such a scene right now.
Who do we got here? We got Aunt Nell.
And by the way, funny how we have another Spider-Man reference here. Kind of like a hot Aunt May in the newest Spider-Man. Now you have a hot Aunt Nell.
So you're saying Spider-Man copied them? Again.
Again, Smallville was the leading source.
Alright, so what we have here, Aunt Nell shows up. Lana's packing up some stuff in her room, and it's her cheerleading stuff. So Lana's quitting cheerleading.
Hey,
of course,
do you agree with that? Do you agree with her quitting?
I don't give a shit what she does.
Come on, cares? Man. I care. This is her life.
Who gives a shit what she does? She wants to stop cheerleading. Why should she cheerlead?
I'm trying to see if she's making the right decision or not. I don't think she is. I think.
Are you Aunt Nell right now?
This is me.
Because that's Aunt Nell. She's telling her, hey, why would you do that? You have such a good career ahead of you. What the fuck is cheerleading going to bring? Unless she actually goes into, like, professional cheerleading, but what are the odds?
You know what? Some people do it. And here's the thing. This is a family tradition that they have going on. Where Aunt Nell was a cheerleader, Lana's mom was a cheerleader. Doesn't Lana want to honor her dead mother?
Fuck.
Doesn't she want to do that?
You just cut deep, man.
I did cut deep because that's what I'm supposed to do.
You're so fucking right.
Alright, so now we're cutting to the Clark walking through the tunnel for the very first time.
Who is he looking
practice,
for? Bro.
Who is he looking for?
Lana, of course.
Where is she?
She just quit cheerleading, so of course she's not out there on practice.
Alright, I got another little thing for you.
Ooh.
What's his jersey number?
89.
What happened in 89? 1989, what happened in this show? Everybody?
What do you mean?
That's
Superman movie?
That's when the meteors came down.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there it is. 89 is when he came, baby. Look at that. I love that little touchy moment. And now, Jonathan, sitting in the bleachers. Clark is so excited to see his dad. Saying, Dad, thanks for coming. And what does Jonathan say?
Dude, this is actually a really dick moment.
What is Jonathan?
I just came out here to make sure nobody gets hurt.
I don't support you, Clark. I'm just looking out for everybody else. Word for word is what Jonathan just said.
This is kind of getting abusive.
All I know is that if I'm Clark, I would probably not talk to my father.
Dude, he's so angry, bro. He's so mad.
You know how serial killers
but
are
also
born?
sad as fuck. That's really sad.
Yeah, that's how Lex is the way he is. Yeah, you ask me always who's the better father, Lionel or Jonathan. I think Lionel's the better father in this episode.
Bro, again with the face mask. What's up with Coach, bro?
Okay, the Coach...
Clark is out here. Yeah, he gets laid out, but it's
Come
like,
on.
how much can you do with Clark? But it's like, dude, he literally lifts him up. Also, he probably did not lift him up at all.
Yeah, but Clark is also double the size of everybody else out on the field here. That's also my issue going on right now.
Dude, we forgot about to talk to Sum 41 song that played earlier.
By the way, soundtrack for this episode. The soundtrack for this episode, thank God, happened.
Look at him truck through these people.
Oh, God. Look at him jump. That guy's dead.
That guy's collarbone is definitely shattered.
Also, you know what bothered me about Clark's touchdown here more than anything? This man taunts. He is running to the touchdown, and he's doing a skipping move, and he's holding the ball up in
We're
the
at
air.
practice, the first practice.
First practice, this is your first scoring play, and this is how you act? Clark would have been the ultimate douchebag.
Hey, bro. He's the farm boy. I mean, he gets that talent, bro. You just gotta soak it up.
You know.
Also, first play, first practice. I mean, or second play, I should say.
So, if this was your first practice, are you gonna be? If you have Clark's powers and you get trucked the first player, are you gonna then go and truck everybody else? What would you do in this situation? How much of your ability are you showing here?
Because, yeah, I mean, obviously he's not doing much, but it was also a thing like he's tired of people looking at him like, oh, he's weak, you know, he's a farm boy, whatever, he can't do shit. Of course, this is where he can show out, bro, and no one's gonna think anything of it. He's a big dude, and he gets to bully them on the field.
Well, I think that's what my other issue with Jonathan, and it's like, oh, I'm worried that the other kids are gonna get hurt. Yeah, but you could very well reason with it where if Clark hurts a kid, you could just say, oh, he's bigger than him, and then you pull him out forever.
But then what if they're not bigger than him?
What do you mean they're not bigger than him? Have you seen how big Tom is?
Yeah.
Tom
I'm
is
saying
huge.
there's definitely some people that are gonna be as big as him.
He's like a head taller than Whitney. We talking about the tallest guy on the field.
Hey man, the tallest guy doesn't have to be quarterback. All right.
I mean, tallest guy doesn't have to be quarterback.
Maybe Whitney's not that much shorter.
What do you mean Whitney's not that much shorter? He looks like 3 inches shorter. He looks like a good few inches shorter.
Nah, man. I don't know what you're saying, dude.
All right. So now we're on the coach here, where the principal once again walks in. And the coach is watching tape of Clark because that's what he does in his office with the sauna. He gets to do whatever the hell he wants. So now you have the principal saying, I'm going to be able to do whatever the hell I want. One of your kids, I interviewed all of them like this was an FBI investigation. And you know what I found out, Coach? What did you find out, Joseph?
What do you mean, about the coach?
Yeah. What did the coach do? What did he supply them with?
Oh, the fucking exam, dude.
Yes. The coach was the big
answer
cheater.
key.
And what does coach say to the principal? What do you think? Anyone's going to believe a snot-nosed kid is trying to cover his ass, or me, the guy who's been here for 25 years, a 200th win, and has a sauna?
So he's got board pool, bro.
That's what it is.
He's got board pool. And look at this. All right, honestly, why is he not questioning him more? Why is the principal not questioning him
Oh,
more?
yeah. The principal's not even shocked. He's just like, oh.
I slammed my hand down and the TV's on fire now.
The principal looks at him like it's an everyday thing. Clean that up.
He's like, what the hell's going on in here, man?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go get in my car now. I don't want to look at you anymore.
It's like, all right, we'll talk about your resignation tomorrow.
His hand is in his pocket like it's nothing. Like he's just scootalooing all the day.
I would be freaking out. I would have pulled the fire alarm on my way up.
So, is this also kind of like a Man on Fire type moment where the car explodes? That's what I was hoping for, or a Punisher moment. That's what I should be saying. This was a Punisher moment where you would think that when the car starts, somehow it would just explode, versus now there's a fire that's starting inside of the car. I thought this was
How would he not be able to get out? There's no way the fire... I don't know, man. Do not know. He's just smiling, coaching his smiles, bro. This guy is crazy.
So now we are starting at what my favorite part of this whole episode is.
Really? This is it right here?
This is it, and it's because, Joseph, this entire episode has so much of a bigger problem than me. From this point on, coach is in his office watching tape of Clark. Principal comes in, principal walks out, going to his car as if everybody is gone for the day. Who is walking out of the locker room right now?
We got Pete
and Clark. How late is it right now, do you think?
I don't know, man. Time zone could be different. What's the time zone?
It doesn't matter. It's pitch black outside, and principal is leaving.
Daylight savings, bro.
Principal is leaving for the day. Practice
it's probably 6.
6 or 7 reasonably, correct?
Probably say 6 or 7.
All right. So we're starting where Clark is now going to be running to the principal in his car, and he's going to save the day. Also with this season, I swear to God, I better not see another flaming car again. Because in 3 episodes now, that's all we have seen is just a car blow up.
Yeah, but see, this is the second time, 2 for 2 on the jacket, and the same thing, explosion of the car, saving someone, covering them.
The jacket is completely clean.
Yeah, from the last time?
Look at this. The jacket is still completely clean.
Oh.
And then Clark does that nice little stare. Ooh.
It's supposed to show his immunity now. It transfers to his clothes. It won't even leave a little stain.
That looked like a Zoolander moment with his face there at the end of the commercial break. So now, yes, there it is.
Magnum.
You just go back and watch Clark
Blue
turn.
Steel, bro.
There
Blue
it is.
Steel, Magnum.
He might as well have just, all you gotta do is
Ferrari. Don't get me started on Zoolander, bro. I'll go in on that one.
I would much rather, you know what? I don't think I'd much rather watch Zoolander 2 than this.
Oh, no.
It's
all about the first one.
Well, that second one shouldn't even exist. The thing with this episode, I hate it. And I wanted it to be so good. Whenever it's called Hothead, once again, I was like, you know what? We could have something crazy coming on here. We could be having some nuclear man show up. We could be having so many pyros show up from Marvel in this episode.
But see, I feel like, there's a lot. There's a lot of little small-time villains they could probably use, but I feel like, some of the ones you just mentioned, like Nuclear Man.
By the way,
like,
I was just making a joke about the pyro thing. I know he's smart. I was just like, come on, just
Nah, dude, you're getting too angry about it, bro.
You know how funny it would have been if DC made their knockoff pyro, and instead of an Australian accent, it's like some type of Swedish accent or something. Like, I would live for that.
What's up, lady?
And then there's the fire. That
Bro, okay, so before we get back from the commercial break right there, fun fact about the principal. That man, I don't know if you ever watched the Fantastic Four animated cartoon that happened maybe like 01, 04 or something like that.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It only lasted one season. I think it was on Cartoon Network maybe for a little bit.
Something like that. But either way, that principal was Reed Richards, man. He voiced him. Literally for whatever show this is, it was not just one season. It was like 3 or 4. It might have been later. I might be wrong on the timeline, but
well, I know that they had
he was a voice for Reed Richards for a minute.
Well, I know they had an original Fantastic Four series back in the 60s, whenever it was the Super Friends type era. And then later on, I know they had an updated one, but I thought it was only one season. And then I know Cartoon Network did one, but I also thought that was only one season. I think any Fantastic Four series actually was able to survive.
Yeah, this one I was actually shocked. I was like, oh, it has 4 seasons, bro.
All
right. Yeah,
right.
let's get back into it.
Well, now going back to the episode here. So this is dinner time here. Keep in mind, this is the exact same night we're talking about. Dinner time, Clark is now home, eating dinner. Martha, Jonathan being his asshole self. And now Martha's trying to be... By the way, Martha's amazing this episode.
She really is.
I love Martha. Fantastic. Yeah. Talk about a great mom who is looking out for her guys.
Good cop, bad cop.
And that's what she is, because Clark is not doing anything wrong in this episode to me.
No.
Clark is being a kid with powers. Jonathan is supposed to be the father and be the better person, and he's just not.
Well, I wouldn't say a matter of that he's not doing wrong. He's just definitely learning. He's still learning, and I feel you though. John should just let him fumble. Let him do an accident real quick, and then he'll fucking learn.
That's the thing that it's all talking about. You got to be able to live, and I get that maybe there's a chance that a kid could explode if Clark hits him too hard, but you got to be able to let something go, or some things go here. You got to let him try.
Bro, do you see how a dick move from this man again? He tells him, you're looking at the new starting tailback of this Friday's game. The same position you were, Dad. And he looks at him and says nothing. And walks away. What the fuck?
That's exactly how Jonathan is. Jonathan is at his worst in this episode, where now Martha's having to explain to him, hey, Jonathan.
Remember when you were a shithead?
Cut the smirk, ass. That's what Martha says right here, where now here's the hand in the face. Because that's what happens when your wife is now bitching at you for being a dickhead to your son.
And being right.
Yes, Martha is so right in this episode. All of her conversations are completely spot on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely agree. But it's dog. It's a reasonable argument, I guess, from him. You don't want them to find out the truth yet, but it's just let him do an accident real quick. Maybe he shatters someone's arm and it'll be okay and he'll learn.
Boom. He's gonna leave all by himself.
Pushing him away, bro.
Boom. That's all this is. Okay. So now we're going now to the next scene here.
Yeah.
How late do you think this is?
Well, now
they're at the coffee shop.
Same day? No, this is the next day.
This is not the next day. This is the same night.
This is dinner. We had dinner after the accident.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. I need you to keep up with this timeline here.
What the
So
hell?
you have practice.
How did I not notice this?
You have now coach setting fire to the principal walking in the office. You have them talking about going to the hospital.
Yeah, it was probably
You had to wait for the ambulance, right?
Dude, it has to be like 10 o'clock, maybe 11.
This has to be 10 p.m. 11. So we're going to keep going.
This has to be like 11 o'clock.
So now they're going into this coffee shop that we never seen before. I at first thought it was a juice store. I don't know what I was thinking. It's obviously coffee.
Oh, we got a fun little part here. Just a nice little reference. We can just throw a little slight there, but just pay attention to what Chloe's saying here.
Oh, the jock straps.
Will you lay off the jock straps thing? Blinded by the Friday Night Lights, I joined a football team, not a cult.
Can you pause?
Making fun of Clark, but she makes a cult comment.
You were talking about that?
Yeah.
Joseph, she was talking about wanting dicks. That's what you got out of her comment?
But, dude, I mean, comment on the cult because...
She said her headline was going to be something jock straps. Pete just said enough with the jock straps. What is she thinking about jock straps for?
It's girls, man.
She's just thinking about dicks.
Okay.
So
seems kind of normal.
You talked about the cult.
It seems kind of normal to me.
Dicks? Who are you?
Cult because of Allison Mack. Just a fun little reference there.
I would have preferred if you were like Dixon Colt, Allison Mack. Like, I would have loved that much.
But also, that comment to Clark, she's kind of being a fucking dick again. Why is everyone angry in this
But that's
episode?
what I mean with Chloe. That's always been my problem with her, is that she then talks about, and she talks her shit like she has the ultimate attitude, but then if somebody says anything to her, she then plays the victim.
Yeah. That's probably the biggest problem.
Yeah. So now we're going into the coffee shop where obviously Lana works here.
Obviously. Yeah, it's like questions like, and then also her comment to Lana, it's like,
Lana is not 14.
Like, cheerleading to, also, how do you have a job at 14?
Exactly my point.
How do you have this job at 14?
She is not 14. High school has to be different in Smallville. She has to be 16. It has to be 16.
Damn, no jewelry? No open toes, man?
Yeah, by the way, if you're a coffee server, why no jewelry?
Yeah,
Can somebody put that in the comments for me?
Someone gonna drop a diamond in the fucking coffee? Someone chokes on it?
Wait, is that a thing?
No, it's not. Who's gonna drop a whole diamond in there?
All right,
Look at it. He's already helping her out on her first day. God, she sucks.
She sucks so much.
Is this gonna go back into last week for you, dude?
And this is where Clark is now picking a moment. The one thing I have really a problem with this scene is that Lana's like, hey, it's my first day. I'm struggling. Okay, well, let me distract you. That's what Clark says in this scene.
Oh, you're having a tough time? Oh, you probably shouldn't be working right now. Talk to me instead.
And then he brings up Whitney. Why are you bringing it in? Look what Lana's response is. Go ask him yourself.
You're his teammate now. It's like, dude, he tried to kill me.
He tied me up, Lana. Why am I going to talk to that guy?
Honestly, I wouldn't even be friends with Lana knowing she's dating this dude. You know what I mean? Like.
All right, so quick question, though.
Why would I be
You're Whitney. She now is talking to Clark at the bar here. He says, I want to see you more. She says, I have shifts 4 nights a week. Is that cheating?
Kind of maybe the idea. You're walking a really thin line.
I mean, what are you trying to do? You know what she's trying to do?
I'm here 4 nights a week. Come see me.
She's trying to look at Clark's jockstrap. That's what she's trying to do.
That was Chloe, dude.
No.
Don't steal Chloe's style.
Oh, it's only Chloe that one.
Yeah, it's only Chloe.
Yeah. Clark Kent is a football player. Lana Lane is a waitress.
Dude. See, dude, she's just throwing shade at everyone.
That's what she's doing this episode.
Let me click my heels, go back to reality, because everyone sucks here.
Keep in mind the time that you and I talked about. Now the football player walks in where Chloe and Pete are going there a little back and forth. Says, Coach wants to see us on the field here.
Dude, what I don't get is, let's go back to the real initial thing here. Why is everyone from high school at a coffee shop?
Because Lana works there. That's why.
Dude, okay, I don't know about you. As a freshman or to junior year, were you drinking coffee like this?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Okay.
No, you were not.
All right. No, I was really not. This actually is. Oh my God. Lana spilled everything. I'm sorry. Look, she bumped the customer.
He's so mad, and then everyone claps.
And look what Clark does. Clark smiles at her and says,
"Clean it up! Why you stop smiling at everyone?"
Clark, I love Clark's reaction though. He shrugs his shoulders and smiles at her. Dumbass. That's what he says.
Bro, he wouldn't even bother to help. Not even like cup anything. Like
that's what immediately
the
I wrote
spill
down.
I leave to the company there.
I wrote down. I go, dude, Isn't she your lady? You didn't like help. Instead, you smiled and you shrugged your shoulders.
Dude, I'm not on the clock. Why am I going to help you?
I'm not cleaning that up.
It wasn't my fault.
All right, so I had to pause it to this next scene. Once again, we have now the football players because they were said that the coach wanted to see them on the field.
Cheaters.
Same night still. 7 players are cheaters, correct?
Yeah, 7 players.
Count the amount of players on this field for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
8.
Oh, interesting.
Why is there 8?
Oh, man.
Somebody showed up that didn't belong.
Why would they do that? Maybe they just miscounted. Maybe it's an actual slip-up. Could be a slip-up.
Maybe.
Or maybe someone really was dumb and she like basically outed that they were one of the ones. Also, yeah, hey, who gave away the info that I gave y'all the test? Oh, it was you? Boom! I'm gonna hit you. 'Cause you're my kid, I guess.
Wait,
you can't do it again. No, you're good.
Dude,
But why did he fucking hit them?
oh my god.
What was that?
He looks at him and he says, "You told the principal you get a bitch slap." That's
Dog,
what he said.
Backhanded him, dude. And this is what I'm talking about. What are these powers? You're literally, it's almost more like a material, like molecule change. You literally turned water into fire.
But it's also the problem that I have in this episode. These special effects are so crappy. Obviously, it's just gasoline shooting out of the sprinklers.
I mean, technically, yeah. If you want to get technical about it. Dude, this man is a psycho. Oh, no one's going to stand between me and my legacy. What is that?
Also, wouldn't the field now be ruined?
Field would be...
Field is ruined because it's on fire.
Also, no one sees her? You don't see her?
No one sees Chloe because Chloe's doing her reporter thing where she is able to hide behind the bleacher. The one bleacher. And nobody can see.
I think that was a fucking fence.
It was bleacher. Rewind it. We're gonna have to rewind it because now you really think.
Oh. No, wait, go back.
You rewind it way too far.
No, we good.
No, this is what happens.
Oh, we good.
Look at this. This is what happens when you're a hothead. This is exactly what we're talking about.
Bro, technical difficulties. Oh, look, we're back, bro. Didn't even do anything. Oh, wait, no.
So, hold on. No. We're going to go back here because he thinks that it's behind some type of what? Fence?
Yeah.
It's bleachers.
Okay. You would get me, though. I mean, it kind of looks like a fence. It's wood.
What do you mean it's wood? That doesn't mean it's a fence.
When you think ideally a bleacher, you're thinking that fucking metal shit.
Alright, so now we're opening where Lionel, for the first time, is now without a flashback in the series. So this is where Lionel's now coming to Lex saying, what are you doing?
Also, what an appearance, man. Dude, this is the beginning of, like, really a lot of Lionel. And Lionel is something else, man. I love his character.
He truly is, and the only thing I don't care for about this scene is that, what is his obsession with the plant right now?
I think it's more so of him being obsessed with just having power and being controlling over Lex.
But it's always the plant.
It's like a dominance thing, I guess. I don't know what the fuck.
This is going to be a reoccurring theme that we're going to be able to experience here, where Lionel only cares about just busting this plant. And I'm just trying to understand, what the hell's the big deal?
I don't know. I don't get it. I just know Lex has complained, like he has right now, that he's like complaining that he has this one plant in the middle of fucking nowhere. For no reason, and then also Lionel is like shitting on him still, even on top of that, like on his ass. And it's like, yeah, you're the businessman, it's a corporation, whatever, but whatever. And anyways, so that argument obviously turns into, hey, let's make a bet here. A fencing bet. And what a fucking rich Luthor thing to do.
This is the richest privilege thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
And he's so about it. Lex is like, all right.
Well, he fought the Russian girl last episode, so this is where now Lex is able to show off his skills that he has learned from that Russian lady.
And I kind of like it, too, how they even, obviously people would be paying attention to that. Oh, we're putting it in there like he's been training, so this isn't out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
So whenever I first watched the scene, too, I don't know if you got the vibes. I don't know if you watched the film. So Never Back Down was the beginning scene. Now we have the fencing scene where this was a lot of James Bond for me. Really? The world is not enough.
Interesting.
Where they did the first one to draw blood loses.
Yeah.
And they did the whole fencing scene. When Lionel's now crawling over the pool table, I'm like, whoa, I'm getting some James Bond vibes.
Dude, and they're like swinging at each other. Not no fencing shit. This is like medieval fighting, bro.
That's why that James Bond scene was the greatest, and I feel like the Luthors are just missing that, because that is such a Luthor thing to do. The first one to draw blood is the one that loses.
Yeah.
And look at this. Lionel is winning because Lex was just exhausted. Him and that Russian girl were not working hard enough.
Stamina control is not there, man.
We're going to have to make an appointment with her next week. Lionel just owns him, puts it to his throat, says, I'm pretty much going to cut it. Now you lose. Fire 20%, ass.
Also, fair bet. Hey, 20% of your workforce gets fired if I win in this fencing match. Otherwise, you, I guess, do what you want.
Granted, such a rich privilege thing to do, but to your point,
It's a fair bet.
It's a fair bet.
And he was even giving him just, I don't even know, poetry in form of words in form of poetry that he's telling Lex, hey, you're ruled by your emotions. That's going to be your downfall.
I love this scene too.
What, this next scene? Oh, with Clark and, Clark and his mom.
Because now you have where we have the barn scene, of course. This is not an unexpected guest. This is Mom. Mm-hmm. Mom is now coming in to support because Jonathan didn't. Because Jonathan is such a douchebag where he can't even support his son, where his son is truly happy that he's on the football team, where people will like him. That's all Clark wants to have. It's just people to think of him as normal. What does Jonathan want to do? Spit on that. Thank God for Martha.
Dude. And I mean, it's not even fully supporting his decision. It's just we support you. It's just be careful, and your dad's being a dick about it.
Oh, so also now with the next scene with the pep rally, we have where they are all cheering around, and the scene opens up with the cheerleader where the flame was in the background.
Yeah.
Was that some type of foreshadowing of something that could occur, of a blonde female catching on fire? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Here.
We forgot something here. Here, pause it real quick. Did we establish what we thought? What was maybe the latest time of day the activities were going on in the previous night?
Okay, so with the football team and with Chloe being out on the field after the coffee shop. By the way, the coffee shop has to be open till midnight. So I'm going to say that it was at least midnight, 1 a.m.
What kind of high school is this?
What high school is this?
Okay, let's go.
And that also means with Lana working those late hours, what are you thinking?
Also, you're 14.
You're 14 years old and you're like, I'm going to give up cheerleading because I need a job. Stay young. Be a kid.
Yeah, I don't want to cheerlead anymore. Also, I want to travel in the summer and get all this money. It's you're 14.
And look how Chloe walks up to this guy. So now we're at the pep rally where Chloe's walking up to Trevor, the biggest dummy I've ever seen. This is why you had to be able to give this kid a test. Chloe is walking up. Why would this kid meet her? Why would he meet her? And she's like, look at this photo I have of you. What the hell is this? Why would this make him ever say anything?
It's nothing incriminating in there at all.
It's nothing at all. It's just the flames that are on the field.
Hey, coach is just talking to us.
That's all. What's with the fire? Pyrotechnics. It's for the game. It's for the state championship.
And now we got Trevor here walking to his car.
This is what I freaking hate.
Okay.
So we're at a pep rally.
Yeah.
Obviously, people are gonna see the team. People are gonna see the coach, right? Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you think that you would notice if the coach just is walking off into the parking lot following a student? Wouldn't you think that somebody would notice? And look at
everyone's blind in this town, bro.
And look at this. He's just walking up and burning this man's arm. Here's the other problem. It's going to leave a handprint.
See, also, how did he figure out he could even do that? You know what I mean? Because it hasn't shown that he's making fire out of his body. It's been more so thoughts.
This episode is so lazy, it hurts me on the inside.
It's weird, man. There's no explanation of this guy. It's not fluid with this guy.
You're just supposed to accept he's a hothead.
Yeah. And also, dude, punched him and then now burned him? This guy, bro. This guy is an absolute psychopath. I don't even know what to call him. Why is he not fired?
This kid needs to go into therapy so quickly.
20 years? 25 years? What do you say?
Yeah, 25
How is he not gone in one?
Well, no. I'm just saying that the kid, Trevor, needs some therapy after this. Where he's gotten bitch slapped. Now he had his arm burned. And by the way, that burn of his hand is going to stay on his...
blackmailed.
That burn's going to stay forever on him. He's never going to get rid of that. So that handprint of the coach is always going to be there.
Possibly. I don't know.
Okay. So
It
once
didn't look too bad when they show it later.
So once again, we're at a pep rally here where the coach is burning the child in the parking lot. And what is Chloe doing?
This is a big thing for me, bro. You know this. Why does she have full access to the torch if she is a freshman?
What is she doing right now?
This is obviously back again to 7 o'clock, maybe 6 o'clock.
This has to be 9
a pep
p.m.
rally.
This has to be 9 p.m.
You think so?
I think it's 9 p.m. I think this is at least 8. You're not going to sell me on anything earlier.
Bro, my older brothers, man, back in this time, they were definitely coming home at the time they were supposed to come home. I don't know,
And what is she doing?
She's not even part of the athletic team, whatever.
Look at this. Torch playing with fire. And here's the coach now. So he's able to just what?
Think of fire, pretty much.
See things?
Spawn fire with his thoughts. You mean he can start a fire with his thoughts?
Well, the other issue... Oh, my God.
You know that?
Yeah. The other issue I have, though, is you have her in the office where now the coach is able to mind bend his fire ability. And what is she doing?
She's waving out the window, completely surrounded by fire in the bed.
Who is the one person that's able to see her?
Apparently Clark.
Her office is on fire, and Clark is the only one that sees it?
Look, dog, when she does this little dodge roll over, she's completely engulfed in flames immediately.
Yeah, but she's Chloe.
And how's she not actually burning?
Because
it has to be hot in there.
She's Chloe. And this is also what occurs, is that whenever Clark comes down and is saved today, how does the coach know? Is he able to read thoughts?
Maybe he heard it. Well, I mean, he makes that whoosh sound. So it's because when you look at it or when you're watching it, you hear the sound and he's kind of startled by it. He's like, "Oh, someone went in there." But also, how fast he's going. What if it blew it out? I also thought that. What if he's blowing the fire out as he's running?
He's not blowing the fire out when he's running. That's what you thought?
No, I'm saying by his speed alone, it's causing the fire to be burned out.
No, I didn't get that at all. Instead, I got that coach just then withheld his mind-bending fire abilities.
Okay. It can go both ways because really, it honestly looked like he was startled. So maybe it's suddenly.
This goes back to your point, though, Joseph. They don't explain to us anything with his powers.
That's true.
At least with Bug Boy, we got some type of beginning and end here where you see the transition and he even explains it.
And let me tell you one thing, too. With the kryptonite on the rocks being steam, why does he have a firepower?
What? Because of the sauna.
It's water vapor.
The sauna.
Yeah, but it's water vapor.
But it's the sauna, Joseph.
He should literally be having a mist power. Maybe he can make it hot, but it's where'd the fire come from, bro?
I don't know where anything came from in this episode, but it needs to be gone.
Bro. Alright, so we're at a commercial break here. Just reflecting on just this wonderful episode.
I'm not reflecting on anything when it comes to this episode.
So beautiful.
I'm having to deal with dickhead Jonathan, where then I have a hot-headed coach who's burning... I have such a problem with his hand being on the kid. It's like you would just be able to match the hand on the kid and then he's going to prison forever. That's all you would have to do. Just match the handprint. It's going to be there forever. Also,
the torch office, it should not last. It's not going to recover. Why? It's not going to be ready the next day. If I see them in there next week, there's no way it's ready next week.
What I love after the commercial break, to your point now about the torch office being on fire here. Look at this. The fire just now is gone. Why are they still in there and why is there no adults in there? Why are they so nonchalant like nothing happened?
Also, why is Clark's number different?
Isn't that weird? Also, the other side that I had, or the other thing that I hated, fire's gone. It's the same thing of Clark's reaction like it was with Bug Boy's mom, where the body's just hanging out and Clark's reaction just turned around. Huh, he picks up the paper right there.
They're not surprised by anything, bro.
Looks like something got burned. Sorry for the reference. What the hell?
Dude, and yeah, they're too nonchalant about things. I don't get this town.
I
don't get this school.
Where are the adults in this episode? Where's the police? Where are the firefighters? What is going on? Clark's the only one that saw the fire? You would see smoke.
And the pep rally's probably still going on outside.
It's 10 p.m.
Oh, yes. All right, so the next scene here. This is my favorite part. I think this is my favorite part. And nothing even special.
This
really.
whole scene is great.
Yeah, dude. We have Lex being shocked. Obviously, he knows Lana now after their initial conversation. More comfortable around each other.
I fucked her.
Yeah. And so we have Lana just talking about how shitty she is at her job. And just this conversation in general. When Clark walks in, they realize, oh, Lex is here too. Oh, yeah, we're all going to just talk around and sit around. And this conversation is the best part of this whole episode. It's nice and sweet. And yeah, like you said earlier, they're flirting.
I love this episode because of that. It's the only thing I truly get in a Halloween episode. Is the one thing I'm focusing on.
It's not even close to Halloween vibes in this thing, man.
And it's the one thing I get to focus on, though, is the build. This is where you see the Lana and Clark actually building, where Lana is now coming out of her shell to him, where they seem to be really close and really hitting off, where they're flirting and they're constantly smiling at each other. Oh my lord, are they smiling at each other?
Yeah, bro. She's practically sitting in his lap, dude.
Could they just be licking lips already?
And then, of course, dude, I just love this too, that Lex gives him just such Lex advice. And I love that he's guiding him in a sense too.
It's like what I said last episode. Lex is his balls.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that they're able to bond over their shithead fathers.
Yeah.
That is also the other side of this, where it's all about being able to look and to find a solution by sticking it to your dad.
And also, how special is Lex here? He's the only one that would be saying, yeah, I'm actually figuring out a way to basically win this bet with my dad about not having to fire 20% of my workforce. Just a genius at work, just low-key in a coffee shop.
So that also brings up a question for me to you. Is Lex doing that to be a nice guy, or is he doing that to stick it to his dad?
Dad. It's all about spite with him.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's still, and I get what you're saying where, it's Lex.
It shows the intellect, he's a genius, but that's his evil nature there. Like,
it's not about the people.
And it's only because of his dad.
It's not about saving
because he would have no problem firing 20%.
Also, to your other point earlier, she is sitting on his lap now. She just comes up and sits on the armchair. If you're in high school and your crush comes and sits down right next to you, that close, on that armchair, what are you doing?
Dude.
What are you doing on the inside?
But I like how smooth it is. He's so comfortable. They're comfortable around each other, and I love that shit.
They are, and that's what's nice, and it's because he was introduced to her dead parents, most likely, is why they have this close bond.
Yeah, and then even the topic still, like, in this part too.
This is actually a like, really funny moment.
Yeah, how are your drinks? And just, this actually is pretty good. Is that what you ordered? Not even close, Lex says. And so, and then even that, I love the bond there, because they're rebelling against their parents, Aunt Nell, John, and even Lex. With Lionel, and I love that.
You're showing the buildup of the three having that relationship.
The main three is good. It's the dynasty, bro.
Now, where's your tally mark? I think I have it somewhere here. Because we have the unexpected coming into somebody's house now.
Dude, where'd you put it, bro?
It's on the bottom shelf.
Oh, okay.
All right, so now we have another tally mark where Clark is he's just coming into somebody's house. He's just coming in and Jeremy's home.
Yeah, I didn't
understand. Trevor, I'm sorry, I keep thinking Jeremy.
Yeah, see, that's what I did. I did write that down. Let's get it going.
He just walks in as if it's nothing.
He just walked in, but also surprisingly, this is only one this episode.
I love, though, that Trevor is laying on the ground of his garage, surrounded by fire
That was my biggest question, bro. What is he doing?
Thing I've ever seen.
Why is he all surrounded by fire hydrants? Why is he in the corner of his garage? Is he fixing the hydrants?
Where are his parents?
I don't even know why I'm saying fire hydrants. Fire extinguisher.
Where are his parents? Just answer that question for me.
This is scary vibes. If I walked in, I would have thought maybe he was trying to kill himself in some weird way. Honestly.
Well, it's not a weird way. You could suffocate yourself. You just let them all go. That's what you really could do. It takes all the air out of the room.
Dude, yeah, I didn't understand that. But of course, Clark walks in unannounced, like, oh yeah, your mom said you're in the garage or something. I don't know. Does he even give a reason?
Where are his parents? Nobody is asking the real main question. Does Trevor live by himself in high school?
I don't know. It seems like every kid is without parents. But also, Clark is, of course, about to check out his burn.
Joseph, it's the same handprint of his coach. He then says in this scene, when coach is so bad that when I dropped a pass during the game, he took me home and he punched me in the gut. Why is coach taking you home? Where are your parents?
Dude.
Why is nobody asking this main question with Trevor? Should we call Child Protective Services for the guy?
CPS needs to get down here. Stat in Smallville, bro. There's a big parent problem.
Okay.
This is actually the other one. I was wrong. This scene right here. This is another unannounced visit.
This scene,
the way the man Clark walks here, bro.
Oh my god.
The way he walks into this sauna is so funny.
Coach chilling out in the sauna, getting ready for the game, because that's what he does in the sauna.
Yeah, and I know high school, you practice with your team, you shower and whatnot. So there's that sense of comfortability there. Maybe the coaches aren't showering with you. I don't think.
Clark opens the door if somebody's sitting on the toilet, where he's just like...
Yeah, bro, that looked like... Dog, you're walking in practically on someone sitting on the toilet. And it's like, oh, hey, coach. I found out about all the stuff you're doing. It's like, hey, Kent... How about you fuck off real quick?
Yeah, I'm finishing my sauna.
Yeah.
You're not going to the game. I hate this scene. Look at this. The fumes are hurting Clark. Why doesn't he just walk out? Close the door. Wait for Coach to get out of the sauna.
I mean, he sees the rocks, so he's like, there are rocks in there. So it's like...
Joseph, he just has to close the door and walk out.
But he's so weak, bro. He doesn't know how to fucking walk.
And so... all he had to do is, look at this. This is what Coach does. He throws them in the rocks, where Clark then just puts the rocks on top of his body.
Again, with this coach, it's punching kids, burning them, smashing them against walls, setting things on fire.
To your point, he's been doing this for 25 years, and the fact that he is so confident and comfortable with hitting these kids means that he has done this for 25 years.
Are there usually locks on sauna doors?
No, never.
What the fuck was that, bro?
I don't know why the door... And now, obviously, the kryptonite rocks... makes it so Clark is not able to do anything except lie there. He just tumbled so that the rocks would be on top of him.
You know...
He might as well set every stone, like, one by one on his stomach.
You know, now that I'm thinking... If he has a lock on there, and that's your own sweatbox, you're going inside on your own time, wouldn't you naturally lock it behind you? Wouldn't you want no one to walk in? Why was it not locked?
I don't know what the sauna is. I don't know why the coach...
Lots of problems I have with this sauna, buddy. Lots of problems.
I don't know why this is still going on with this coach.
Okay, so now we're at a commercial break after Clark just pummeled himself with rocks. So fun fact on the Trevor actor. He is in Man of Steel. He is one of the soldiers at the little comm station, whatever it is, and the one that fully says Superman first time in the film.
Really?
He's that guy. And what's great is that this is not his only appearance in Smallville.
Trevor is in this even more?
He had... No. The actor is. He plays completely someone else. At some point later in the show.
Yeah, but when did they know? Because the burn mark's still there?
Yeah, having him in real life, that was actually not makeup. Someone actually made their hand really hot, maybe on like a metal glove or something, and just fucking scorched him. But anyways, yeah.
Hold on, it was Chloe. She branded him.
Oh, shit.
Yeah!
Did she put CS and stuff
That's what she did.
time instead of AM?
She put her initials from the Smallville show. Now you'll always remember me. Or she'll put Torch.
Oh, fuck, bro. All right, so now we're back. We got the... What is this? This is the game.
This is the state championship game. Also, there's nobody else on the other side of the bleachers here. So...
Is there really?
I just...
Also, I find it kind of weird. Like, yeah, it's a small town. I mean, is it going to be that easy to find Chloe when you're there?
Well, that's what I mean. Is the fact of this game doesn't... Look, there's nobody on the other side of the field. This is a state championship game, and there's nobody on the opposite side. So they're only on one side of the field, and it only looks like half the stadium is filled. As you can see, nobody's at the very top. That's why you're able to see Chloe. Nobody is at the state championship game. Nobody cares about this team. And I have a real, I think I have a solution for that. Or, I'm sorry, I think I have a conclusion for it because it's Whitney's fault. It's because everybody hates Whitney so much that nobody wants to go and support him besides Jonathan.
He's not, dude. He's more concerned about Clark right there. Okay, cut him some slack.
Are you being freaking serious right now?
They're wondering where he's at.
I bet you if Martha wasn't there, then Jonathan would have been acting like his asshole self, or he just wouldn't have shown.
Why did you say that name?
Martha is the one that dragged him to the game. Also, remember, this is the state championship game where Jonathan now is jumping onto the field.
Going to the field, dude, on the sidelines, bro. Don't over-exaggerate, dude.
This is the state championship. What do you mean, don't exaggerate?
Bro, all he did was cross the track. Also, Chloe's doing the same thing.
Yeah, well, Chloe's allowed...
No. Why is she allowed to?
No, it's just need to have a field pass. Dude. Just give her a field pass around
Give her something. She clearly has full privileges here.
Give her a camera so that I feel better.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because even journalism classes back then, bro, they had something.
Jonathan now is being told by Chloe, hey, he's not out there. I think Coach is lying. Go check. Coach then leaves the state championship game. This entire episode has been sent around the 200th win.
The 200th win, and he's not even wanting to do it.
And he's not even wanting to do it. He could have just said that Clark accidentally went in the sauna and got himself trapped. That's what he could have made up. He could have made up something else, but instead he goes, no, I need to go kill Jonathan and Clark now.
And then Jonathan, I mean, does he know this school that well? How the fuck is he navigating like this, bro?
Well, obviously the coach has had a sauna for 25 years, so...
Damn, man, yeah. Fucking... Bro, there's no way he had the sauna built in Jonathan's day, bro.
No, he was 5 years old, because remember, they said 20 years of service.
Oh, that's right.
That was his 20-year gift. Oh, my...
Dude, immediately Coach comes in there after John saving Clark, his own son. He's over here smacking him with a fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher is really big on this. Was that supposed to be symbolism, maybe? Because of Hothead Coach here and the fire? The fire extinguishers in the garage? The fire extinguisher hitting him with it? His own weapon of choice? Ironic, wouldn't you say?
I fucking hate you. Alright, here's also my other issue with this episode. Joseph, what are his abilities?
Fire. Thinking of fire.
Okay, so Clark just super kicks him through a window here.
Yeah.
And he hits the bleacher so hard he slams his head.
Dude, and he looked like he landed on his head.
And he's what? 55, 60 is what we estimated.
Yeah.
And look at him getting up.
Could be younger, dude.
He's getting up like it's nothing. He get up like he just took a shot in the stomach.
He's got that, dude. And like how you said, very lazy with this episode. Tell me how lazy this shit was here.
Oh, it's so bad with the fire and it coming out of the faucets or anything. This is, and then you have the worst green screen I've ever seen. They used the same green screen that they did. Also, his jacket caught on fire. Why?
Yeah. And he's supposed to be wet.
By the way,
wet he is.
This guy, so Clark then walks up to the coach, where he then punches the coach. And the coach then goes flying.
He smacks the wall.
Joseph, I just want everybody, including the audience, pause it when the coach smacks the wall. Look at that guy.
Dog.
It's not even close to the same guy. There's no gray hair or anything. There's no gray hair or anything in that actor.
Well, of course they're not going to throw this motherfucker, bro.
Well, my point to you is Coach has now been hitting things twice and nothing happens. He's 60.
And then this shit. Like, he kills himself. He wasn't fireproof. How is it that he's not fireproof, but he was able to burn someone with his hands?
Apparently he's not fireproof, but he could take a super kick from Superman.
Two of them.
No, super punch and a super kick.
Oh. Yeah, anyways, laziness with that villain.
Laziness, and the villain is now
Freak of the week.
Also, that was the first time they had killed a villain.
Facts.
First one.
First time the villain died.
Yes, because first one forgot his memory, Jeremy.
Yeah.
That's what I kept thinking. Greg turned into Oogie Boogie where all the bugs, so he's not dead.
Yeah, not
we even
confirmed.
asked,
Not
why
confirmed.
has he not stepped on him?
Mm-hmm.
And then this is where you have the first villain actually dying.
And then now we have that nonsense over. We got back to the Luthors. We got Lionel here and Lex. And Lex just proved to him that he managed to not fire 20% of the workforce.
And instead, he said, what, cutting the 20% out of the budget or cutting 20%? Hold on, we got to see here. I got to make sure, because we got to make sure that everything is done. I worked the operating budget.
Mm-hmm.
Operating budget is what he did.
Yeah.
I don't even think that makes sense. I don't see how that equals.
Maybe that's why Lionel's in there. Like, how does this make sense, idiot?
And then Lex is like, ha, I'm smarter.
Dude, and I love it, man. Lex.
This was such a weird thing.
Can
It's
always
like,
try a rematch.
do you want a rematch? You know why? It's because he was practicing with his Russian. So he's learned some new moves where now he thinks he could take old dad.
You get one chance to defy me.
Only one. Oh, look at this. And this is where Lex now this is where it's just who has the biggest dick out of the two. And that's what you're supposed to be raising your son as.
You have no idea what I'm capable of. Bro, no one does. What do you hate more, that I did it or you didn't come up with it first? Like...
And at this point, who would you rather have, Lionel or Jonathan as your dad?
Dude. I don't know, dude. Lionel does some real fucked up shit, bro, but like... Jonathan's kind of on the opposite scale of that fucked up shit, but it's like still fucked up. But, I don't know, man. It's tough. It's like an even split. If that could get like 50-50 of each of them, I'd probably be cool.
I think I'm cool with anything with Jonathan. I think I'm taking Lionel.
So
at least I could get spoiled with money.
So you didn't like his nice little speech to his son here at the end?
No, because now we have the end where Jonathan feels so bad for being an asshole. We're just supposed to accept his apology. Where, thank God.
You got your
Joseph.
You have your favorite part now?
God.
Is this your rom-com?
This whole episode, like we've talked about, it was about them building their relationship between him and Lana.
Yeah.
So, of course, in my last 2.5 minutes, because I'm getting this now, in the last 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes of every episode, I am just at my best. I now have a song coming on where Clark is just walking out on the field, and guess who is there? Guess who is there? It's Lana when he turns around, and it's just a very sweet moment between the two where their chemistry is once again building, where this turns into such a very loving moment.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
Once again, it's flirting.
Yeah.
And that's what I love. This is like real life flirting where I truly believe they were flirting in real life.
Yeah. Oh, dude, yeah, you get such big vibes like that all the time with them too. Every time.
Because you can act, but with this scene alone, it's like you could tell they're actually having fun.
That's true. It seems natural, very natural.
Yes.
Just to kind of ruin that little moment there, can we talk about how she got fired from the job because she's still too dumb?
No!
Yeah, she can't, she's waitressing, just not her call, man.
Well, she said that she had the record of spilled drinks.
It's funny because I'm kidding, because clearly you know what job she ends up having later. And it's like... Anyways, yes, back to that. It's such a sweet moment between them two.
You ruined my sweet moment.
No,
dumbass.
No, it's okay, because really, it's just a joke. Just wanted to rub that in your face there.
You could have done that earlier. Not during this part. So now we have the scene where they are discussing pretty much just life in general.
Right.
Where Clark is, I'm not going to be a football player. I mean, my dad, my grandfather, time to break the cycle. A comment she made earlier in the episode with her aunt and her mother being the cheerleader. So it was just a nice little ha-ha kind of cute moment where they both, I guess, have been stressed. So in order to be able to relieve that stress and not be hot-headed, we are going to have to release it by screaming.
Yeah.
When she first says this, by the way, why don't we what? Scream? I'm game if you are. I thought she said you want to go in the back. I thought that's what she meant by I'm down to scream if you are.
Dude, and the way they scream, man, it's hilarious.
It's adorable.
It really is. It's a nice, sweet...
Look at her face. And she is so happy about doing this with him.
Oh, for sure.
And look at Tom here. Look at this. She's touching his ass there.
And it's nice. It gives you a nice little nostalgia feeling there as well. Like, it's very sweet. Gives like those like 90s rom-com teen movie vibes, and I do like that moment. I have to agree.
Yeah,
I'll give you that moment.
I was smiling and like getting all
giddy, bro. Trust me, I get those moments too with this show, man.
I was like, dude, I got some high school feels going on right now. What's happening?
Well, that's after the scream, that was it, man. Like, I mean, other than some like I said, we had some good fun facts today. I mean, do you have any more?
When it comes to the fun facts, I had the 7 and the 8 players, had the 89. I had where he first died, and I had where Lionel this first... There wasn't many facts about this episode. Yeah. This episode was so awful!
It was pretty bad. Definitely not their best. But yeah, I mean, now we're done with that one. We have a great one next week. We have a great one next week. It's going to be... a new power for Clark, just to kind of tease there.
Oh, we're going to
obviously, if you're familiar with the show, you know what's coming. But
I'm going to be able to see through your clothes.
Oh! All right, well, that's it. Somebody Save Me podcast will be back next week.
Negative comments, 5 stars.